Guys, happy Sunday. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. I wanted to come in here and I said I'd come back when I was going to do the metallics. So what I did was, before I left last night, and this was getting pretty dry, I went ahead and I put my base coat down. So that way I thought when I came in I could do the top coat. And you could see the legs, they're already getting gold. I've got my top coat, I've been shaking it up a little bit so it's ready to go. I'm just using one of my brush, artist brush that I like. This is has 2 coats of the metallic base coat, and I'm starting my metallic top coat, so it'll start to gold up now that I'm adding the top coat. I'm gonna go around and do all the feet so you can see. Another thing I did too, because I'm sure you're noticing a few little change ups on this table, and when I'm done with this, I thought I'd go ahead and go right into this. This is the transfer that I decided to use. Yesterday, all this was white. And when I I just sort of laid the transfer over top to see how it was gonna go. And with the white backdrop, this seemed too bright. So I decided to go ahead and I used mint julep, and I just put a base coat down real quick, and then it has warmed it up because this is all warm and I wanted this to be warm. I didn't want this to be all, light and bright colored. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna show you. I just go here and put the paint on all around. I'm gonna just turn this little table around as I paint a leg. And it's turning out really good. I'm real happy with all this definition that I put on there. We're doing that little bit of that cross hatching and using the caviar paint. But like I said, you can use glaze or wax and achieve pretty much the same thing. I just used the caviar because it was sitting here, and I knew that it would do that, do the same thing that I was looking for. So, and plus too, it dried a lot faster using the caviar and not having to wait for the wax to cure or anything. So, and I like that because I wanted to be able to move on pretty fast. That's what the 2 coats look like of the base. You can use more base if you want to. Most of the time it's not really necessary. I'm putting my first top coat on, and it's not complete coverage, but you will have it on your second time around with your second top coat, and it'll be solid gold. You'll have that dipped gold feet. I had a question the other day too, after I did my little live for Dixie Belle about this metallic paint, that I answered, and the girl had asked me about what was better, dipping your feet right in the paint or painting with a brush. And for me, I like to tape and paint. I have dipped, but the only thing with that is you have to have somewhere where your thing can be suspended and you can let the paint drip off of it. And that can be rather messy. So for me to grab, I think it's easier just to brush it on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this leg. Let's see here. I think this little table is going to turn out to be a cute little table. These new transfers with all the colors and stuff are just beautiful. I love it. It just gives you another little tool to create something amazing. Let me see, maybe this back half. So we'll let this dry for a second. And this one, I do have top coat. I'm gonna go ahead and go around and put another coat of the base in there. And I just am using a littler brush to squeeze right in here. It'd be nice. Oh God, could you imagine having a vat of this and just taking your furniture and be able to dip the whole thing in it? That'd be sort of neat. And then you could come back and do your add whatever you wanted to, your rub-ons or hand paint or whatever you want to do. But this honestly is very straightforward. 2 coats at the bottom, 2 coats at the top, and you've got it. And I left some of the, when I was doing the crosshatch with the black paint, some of it you can gently still see under there, and I didn't repaint over it or wipe it off because I wanted it to add a little dimension to the gold. When I put the second coat on, you won't see it that much. It'll just be really sort of like a shadow. So I just thought that was, I like to add a lot of dimension and stuff. I like to have highs and lows and stuff around there. So this is gonna be real nice. We'll let that dry, and let's see if I can jump back on this top coat. See, it dries relatively fast. So I do like to give it a little more time in between to dry, but since I'm trying to video this for y'all to see, I am gonna just go ahead and do this one leg here. It handles it really well, the product. It handles, you know, if you need to do a layer or 2 in one day, it really handles that fairly good. Oops, turn this around. So, and I'm not going to get every foot again. I just wanted you to see what it looks like, because I'm going to have to reach under there and get the back halves. This one's a good example too here. You can still see a little bit of the green going through there. But this coat here is going to come through, and when it dries, it's going to, you won't even see that anymore. It just gives it some, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. You could see it, but you don't say, oh, that's green, that green paint. It just gives, to me, it gives the gold dimension. So it has some different, you know, highs and lows here and there, and that's what I'm going for on this table. All right, a little tiny hair. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and let that dry. And I thought I would go ahead too. I cut this first piece of the transfer. So I thought I would go ahead and show you. And I went ahead and I have cut it to match. And I'm going to go ahead and rub it on. I cut off all the excess except for this one little bit at the top, because I knew I'd need somewhere to grab when I was pulling it off. When you're doing these big sheets too, I try to set mine out a few days before and see if I can get it straightened out. And let's see if I got this. hope you're not getting just the back half of it. Okay. So it just a light pressure to stick it on there, and it's gonna stick on there for you too. It's for you to start rubbing. There. This is the first time using this one here for me. I'm really excited. You could see inside there all the lines and all the stuff, and that's what I sort of tried to continue on this wood. So I had one thing that would pull this piece together. These are such a great thing. These really have just added to what you can do. And don't worry if little pieces don't come off. You can lay it back down, and once you get it started, then it all pretty much starts coming. Lost my little tab. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep working and get this all the way off. Because once you get it started, it really all starts coming off. There we go. But you're still going to have to rub. So make sure you got your stick. And rub and rub and rub. I know, I love these. I just love these transfers because I always wished I could just get on here and paint stuff like that. But I just can't. I just don't paint freehand very well. So I'm going to come back here. Give it all a good rub. Oh, that's so pretty. I really like this color with that. I think that's gonna just make this little drum table look cute. I'll go back and cut a strip and match it up and put that on there, and it'll all and like down here, I don't know if you could really see, you could come back and touch that up with your paint, because you can cut, you cut these and they may be square, but your furniture is not going to be, because through the years it's gotten hot or been used. Let's see here what I got going on. Okay. And see that's a good example right there where my little end popped back. Just try to, and you can come back. I have a couple little tears, but that's fine. I'm gonna come back and I'll just put in pieces that I have scrap left over, and it'll all fall. You'll never tell. So I think that turned out really good. I like that. I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and do the top, and you could see, and I even think I was thinking about maybe going through and putting a little bit of gold on the butterflies just to sort of tie in the gold. And I am gonna hit this with some dark wax and tone the gold down a little so it all looks like it's been around the block for a while and not brand spanking new. So that's that. pretty much in a nutshell. It all just falls together, and it's really very easy. You need to try it and experiment, because you'll be hooked. You'll be hooked. It's a great thing. So I'm gonna get off here, and I'm gonna do some more work on the little drum table. I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna do to the top. I'm not worried. It'll come to me, because that's just how my process is. But I just like this. It's good adhesive, and it's on there flat. You can come over top of this with a top coat. I haven't waxed on these full sheets or anything yet. If you want to add some dimension, I would probably put my top coat on first and then come back and put wax over top. I have done the white or the charcoal and the white ones on pieces and just directly waxed over top of them. And I was real gentle, and it was fine. You're just gonna have to be careful, because you don't want to rub them off until you have them sealed down. So, just message me if you have any questions, and I'm gonna keep working on this little guy, and I will post pictures when it's done. Till the next time. Riley's right here. She's like, what are you doing? Talking to the camera. Come here. I'll let you come up here, and you can say hi. Oh, say hi. Say, this is my bug right here. The one and only Riley Merritt. Y'all have a good Sunday. Thanks.